Oh yeah. Feels good.
What's up, party people? It's your girl Songbird.
It's Dante Black.
And we're back for another episode of your favorite internet show, Polar Opposites, the Melanin Edition. Before we start, I just gotta say this this lighting and melanin is amazing today. It's just popping from here. Ooh. Here. Just everywhere. I don't know about you. At least you ain't got that shiny forehead thing going on anymore.
I got it covered right now.
Alright, so let's get into some business. If this is your first time tuning in, what's up? Thanks for tuning in. And make sure you hit that subscribe and that notification bell that's right beside it so that you're notified every time a new episode of Polar Opposites, the Melanin Edition, pops up. And for our returning opposite fam, what's up, cuz? Thanks for tuning in. You ready?
Yeah.
Alright, so let's get into today's topic. Should concealed weapons be allowed in more places? And what we mean by more places is should teachers be allowed to carry them in schools? Should people be able to carry them in churches and more public areas with all the things that are going on with more mass shootings? And would you feel more safe if you were able to carry your concealed weapon? In my opinion, I say yes, we should be able to. And but I say it like this. We should have, if you feel that you're that unsafe in church, I'll start there. We should have armed security guards, people who are trained in certain situations to carry the concealed weapons to protect others. In school, I don't believe that teachers should have to carry concealed weapons because there have been cases where there are schools that are allowing teachers to carry them, and they're taking out the anger that they have on their students through that gun, and that's not right. So what is your opinion?
Okay. This is coming from a concealed weapons carrier. And the gun laws, for the lack of a better term, is complete bull.
Yes.
A lot of them. A lot of places. What people don't know is they have these no weapon signs, and those aren't even legal signs. And so what I want a lot of people to understand is when you put up a sign and say no weapons in there, people that's law-abiding citizens like myself that actually went through the channel, did the background screening, fingerprints, pictures, the training courses, went through all of this stuff. You're telling somebody that's going to act responsibly with the weapon to not bring it in here. So what that sign is actually saying is, hey, that's not a law-abiding citizen, hey, nobody's in here with a gun. So if you come in here, you can do whatever you want here. I think that is completely stupid. I think that more places should allow concealed weapon carriers to bring their firearms in there. That will cut down on a lot of the mass shootings in that particular area, because let's just say if she's a concealed weapons carrier and I'm not, and I know that it's a possibility that her and maybe 4 other people may have weapons in this particular establishment, we'll say a school, I ain't coming in there. There's no way in hell you're going to get me to come in there. Because, yes, I'm playing the role as crazy, but I ain't crazy. I'm not finna come in there and take a chance with getting shot. Versus, I see all these signs you can't bring no weapons in there. In my mind, hey, I'm finna go in there. I'm finna do whatever I want. Because I can do it. If y'all notice, there's not a lot of these so-called crazy mass shooters running up in the police station or running up on military bases and anything like that where there's tons of guns. They don't run into gun shops, because everybody at a gun shop carries. They ain't running in there shooting them up. So you have to think logically. As a society, everybody thinks that, oh, if you're a concealed weapons carrier, that, hey, you're going to do some damage to me. No, idiot. That person is trying to make sure they make it back home to their family. I always tell everybody, I carry when and where I can legally carry due to the stupid laws. But if I'm walking down the street, I can carry mine how I want to. And that's just me assuring that I can make it back to my family. That's not saying that I'm out to do any harm to anyone. I'm just trying to do everything I can to make it back to my family. Now, what you said about those churches, honestly, anywhere that there's a large amount of money, you should want to have a weapon with you. Anywhere. Whether it's church, whether it's a bank. Now, I'm not saying all banks, you should just let everybody run in there with banks. Running there with guns. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying something that's like how money is freely exchanged at church. Yeah, you want to have some type. There's deacons that carry pistols. Them old deacons, they got a little 22 down there in their sock. Trust me, I know. They want you to stay up off them. They keep that little revolver on their hip.
Well, some of them take a large pistol.
Some of them do that too. Exactly. And here's the thing: they ain't got no concealed weapons license, and in their mind, they don't need one.
Not at all.
They don't need one. All they need you to do is leave them the F alone. That's all they care about. And most concealed weapons carriers, that's how they see it in their mind. I just want to be left alone. They're not out to hurt nobody. Now, do I think that teachers should have guns in school? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. I think that is one of the stupidest things that anybody could have came up with to arm a teacher. Because number one, most things, and I hate to put it in this term, but I'm going to, most things dealing with children, the people that's doing it, they're only doing it for a paycheck. They have no love for the profession. So if you had unruly students in there and you get upset, you got a lot of these teachers that you see the videos where they're fighting children.
They're physically hurting them, yes. They
get a child that, let's just say the teacher is 5'6", and you get a football player that's 6'4", 300 and something pounds, and he get angry and he coming at you. You gonna feel for your life, and what's the first thing you gonna run to do?
You're gonna run and grab that gun.
Exactly. And then now you done shot a kid because y'all had a disagreement in the class because you feel for your safety. If you fear for your safety like that, why the hell you even there? That's what I understand. A lot of people, they always, I fear for my safety. Why the hell are you even there? Why put yourself in
profession?
Why put yourself in a situation to where you're gonna possibly fear for your safety? To me, that's completely stupid. That designating people to carry weapons, I wouldn't do that either. I'm gonna tell you why. Because the people that they designate is gonna most likely be a security guard. And I used to work in the security field. And when things pop off, I ain't trying to be nowhere around. I'm here for a paycheck. And I'm just being completely honest with y'all. I'm here for a paycheck. I ain't came to protect none of y'all personal property, because none of your personal property.
So that means absolutely go into the profession.
For the money is what I'm trying to get y'all to understand. People do that for money. So you designate let's say you designate a security guard that's about 50 years old, and you give him a revolver, because most security companies, they start you off with a revolver if you don't have your own weapon that can get cleared through their company. So they're gonna start you off with a 6-shooter. So now you got a 50-year-old walking around with a 6-shooter, and he just trying to make it to retirement. He hears some gunshots going off inside of that building. What you think he gonna do? He gonna run to his car. He gonna call police and tell them what's popping. So you done designated that 50-year-old who's just trying to make it to retirement with a 6-shooter. You done designated him with a gun, and he ain't protecting nobody. But what he is protecting is himself. That's why I say don't do it. Now, if y'all gonna have a program as to where there's an X amount of people that have been trained to carry weapons on top of the security that's there. They need to be separate from security. Maybe it could be ex-military, ex-police officers, things that they've had that kind of background. And that's all they do all day is patrol the property to make sure things like that don't happen. Then yes, no, I'm not talking about, you got police on premises. Police on premises is the same exact thing. They just dedicate, that's an easy job. These kids, they ain't got to worry about these kids shooting at them. They ain't got to worry about these kids coming in, hitting them with cars. That's an easy job for them. They ain't trying to mess that up. I'm just being completely honest. That's why they take that easy job, because most of the time they gonna sit on their ass and collect a paycheck and wear a uniform. So I think that it needs to be a program, a separate entity that's outside of all of that. They're paid separately, and they use ex-military and all of that, and they come out and they patrol during school hours. It needs to be like 2 to 3 in the school. That's number one, 2 to 3 in the school, and then maybe 2 around each school. don't say that we don't have the money to do that, because we send billions of dollars out to these wars to basically get stuff from other companies. So we have the money. It's just that nobody's using it correctly.
All right, what's your opinion? Do you think that there should be more concealed weapon places where you can carry your gun? Sound off below. Make sure you like, comment, subscribe, tag a friend, tell a friend, and if you have not yet, make sure you subscribe. Your girl Songbird.
Dante Black, if you are not a concealed weapons carrier and you do not have any felonies, I recommend that you go ahead and get your license and you learn about guns. We in the black community, we are fearful of guns. A gun won't go off if it's just sitting on the table. It takes a person that's behind that weapon in order for it to go off. So we need to, especially if you're a black male watching this and you don't have a felony, go ahead and get your concealed weapons license before you get one, because with this skin, it's only a matter of time.
All right, peace.